Hey guys, Rick Silver here, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes, and I wanted to tell you a little bit more about myself for a very, very simple reason. Myself, I tend to be a little bit cynical, and just because some guy that I've never met or heard of before is making a video and telling me ways to be successful, I'm not necessarily going to believe him, follow him, or just because other people say that he's the greatest thing in the world. I need to see for myself. So I thought what I would do is basically, again, tell you a little bit more about myself and why the heck do maybe I know what I'm talking about. And the reason I know a little bit about what I'm talking about is because I've lived it, and I continue to live the skills that I mentor and coach, and the skills that I put in these videos. So most people know by now, if you've seen any of my videos, that I owned one of the largest martial arts schools on the East Coast. I still do martial arts to this day. I love it. I'll never not do it. Started in 1976 when I was 6 years old, and as long as I'm physically able, I will do some sort of martial arts training. So this is really not a rags to riches story. It is a riches down to rags and then climbing back up to riches story. And so due to a lot of mistakes on my part, because I think it's very, very important that anything that happens in your life, you take full responsibility for what happened. So a lot of mistakes that I made, I ended up losing my martial arts school, this amazing business that I spent my entire adult life building. And quite frankly, I went through a terrible depression. I always saw myself and was spoken to, oh, that's the martial arts guy. That's the guy that owns the martial arts school. And that was taken away from me, or through things that I did, but it's how I identified myself. So basically I was losing my identity. I didn't know who I was. So anyway, I started a deep depression, and then with time and reading and researching and kind of digging deep inside of myself, I came out of it, and I started looking at these skills that I developed through my martial arts training and started using them in my personal life. And things started to happen. All the skills that I coach, that I mentor, that I put on video, these are all things that I've used. Okay? I use it in my online business now, and I also use it in my full-time job, because I have a full-time job and also do a lot of online stuff in my part-time. So anyhow, using the skills that I teach, I started in sales, home improvement sales. Now, I have never sold a thing in my life, or so I thought. But then I realized that really we're all salespeople. Every single one of us is in sales. We have to sell ourselves in meeting someone for a relationship. We need to sell ourselves to get that job, to get that promotion. Any kind of business you have, even if it's a service business where you're not selling a tangible product, you are still in sales. And until you realize that, it's hard to be as successful as you can be. Okay, I hear so many people who own businesses who say, oh, I hate sales. Well, if you hate sales, you're going to have a hard time taking your business to the next level, because everything is about sales. There's different ways of doing sales, and maybe a lot of people don't do a traditional way, but you're still, make no bones about it, you're still in sales. So I interviewed with a company that had all seasoned salespeople. It was a company that I'm still with today. It's called Renewal by Anderson, and they had no business giving me that job when I first started, because I had absolutely, positively zero experience. But I interviewed, I think, pretty well, and I sold myself. And I basically said to the manager, who I am grateful for, manager in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who gave me a chance, and I said, look, I am going to make every mistake that you can possibly make, but I'll only make it once. And with that, he said, you know what? I'll give you a shot. And So my first, using the skills that I practice and teach, first year, full year that I was with the company was, well, I did about half a year of 2011, but 2012 was my first year, and I don't know if you can see this, it's probably backwards. I did over $1 million in sales. I did about $1.3 million in sales. In windows. Okay, it's a lot of windows. Okay, this past year, 2013, I'll be getting another one of these, and I was closer to about 1.5 million. And this coming year, my goal is to be at $2 million in sales. So the point that I'm trying to make, I'm not telling you this to brag or to put myself up. On the contrary, I'm telling you this because if I can do it, you can do it. And if you take these skills that are really universal skills that I learned through the martial arts and through study and research, if you take these skills that I use, you can take whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to be successful at, or whatever it is, whether it's your relationships or business, finances, health, fitness, nutrition, whatever it is, take these skills and implement them, and you can do exactly the same as I'm doing. So I just wanted to let you know, why I feel so passionately about what I teach is because I live it. Because I am a walking, breathing example of how you can go from here to here and then back up again using these skills. So I hope you enjoyed this. Like, comment, and share as always. Hey, if you know someone that's struggling and maybe they could use this, share with them. Okay? And as always, if you'd like to connect and you'd like to work with me or my lovely and talented partner Mary Owens directly, you can private message us, email us. You can check out our website. So until next time, we'll see you and have a wonderful day.